And on this episode of Color Me Surprised, Agatha all along falls behind the Acolyte in viewership, but a comeback could be on the horizon. Now, let me for a second, just hear me out here, let me say something positive about the Acolyte. It wasn't the worst thing Disney Star Wars has ever done. Hear me out for a second. I'm not saying it was a good show. I'm just saying what they did to Boba Fett in the Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ahsoka, that was a lot worse than the Acolyte. Yes, they tried to retcon a lot of things. However, at its core of what the story was, it should have been cinematic gold. I mean, a vengeful Force user out there hunting down Jedi systematically? On paper, that's like the coolest idea ever. In execution, they decided, let's go out of our way to make the worst thing possible. So ultimately, I see the Acolyte putting up way bigger numbers than Agatha, mainly because even though the Acolyte's still crap, it's a bigger deal than Agatha. WandaVision came out, 3-4 years ago? That's a long time in Marvel lore. 3-4 years ago, and we haven't heard of this character? We haven't seen a single hint of her in any post-credit scene or anything like that? Nothing? All of a sudden, now she's going to get her own TV show? So you have a character, realistically, that no one's cared about for the past 4 years, and now you're going to give her own TV show. What happened if this show was going to be a success? I said this many times. What would have happened if Agatha was the greatest show of all time? It brought in 100 million new Disney Plus subscribers. It crushed every single solitary record out there. What happens to Agatha? Is she going to become the main focus of Marvel? Is she going to be leading the Avengers? Are they going to say, okay, Doctor Doom storylines, we're going to get rid of that entirely? Agatha is the main focus going forward? Can you realistically tell me that Agatha Harkness is going to be the main focus of Marvel? No. No. Not even close. This is a one season at best. It's not going to lead to any movies because no one cares. This is just a waste of time. There is no joy with Agatha. There's no reason to come by. It's not going to say, okay, cool, she's going to go off and do all these incredible things. No, she's done here. This is the last time we're going to see this character, and it should be. Because there's no reason for her to fit into the rest of the MCU going forward. So no, I don't think a comeback is on the horizon because, realistically, no one cares. And when I say no one cares, people keep sending me pictures of the Rotten Tomatoes score saying what a massive success this show is. Who cares? Who cares? That's probably worse than being bad, being irrelevant. At least with the Acolyte, when it was coming out, it was the most talked about show. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. People were talking about this show, and it was everywhere on social media. With Agatha, I'm not seeing much. It's an irrelevant show. I don't care for any of the characters. Aubrey Plaza, I think, is way, way overvalued. I don't think she's remotely bringing in a single solitary person. I don't think the actress, whatever, I forgot the Agatha actress, Catherine something, I don't care. Jake, John Lockie, whatever his name is. It's really sad with John Lockie, whatever his name is, I'm even pronouncing his name right, because there was someone on Facebook that was trying to catfish me, pretending to be him, and of course I knew it wasn't really the actor, but I was like, you know what, I could probably get some fun, interesting messages that I could screenshot and put online so people could laugh at. This dude online was so humble and nice, and was genuinely excited to be in a Marvel product, and said, I just hope people tune in with an open mind, and they might like it. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I hope they find some kind of enjoyment watching this show. It's like, wow, dude, that's good. What a great answer. The real actor? Pfft, no. Get the hell out of here. Stop talking about gay representation in Marvel. No one cares, man. Get the hell out of here. That's not a reason for anyone to watch this show. Calling this show the gayest Marvel show of all time is really not going to bring anyone to see it. Because if the people that this show was catering to actually watched this show, it would be the most watched show of all time. It would have crushed every single solitary record, but no. They're not even remotely going to get anywhere near that. So no, there is no comeback for Agatha. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to be like, oh, hey, just wait for episode 6. That's when things really crank it up. No. Garbage show, garbage future for this character. I'm not seeing anyone from this show getting any kind of spin-offs or it doesn't even paint them in a good light. We're only 3 episodes into this, I think. Who cares? No one's winning from this show. No one's winning at all. So, worse than being bad, this show is just irrelevant. So no, it's probably going to be one of the least watched shows on Disney Plus by the end of it, and like I said, these characters aren't going off to do anything. But in the end, what do you guys think about that?
A man can change his stars, rise above the scars, from humble beginnings to glory afar.